Man, I'm watching this Washington Wizards team, and I'm thinking to myself, this ain't it. You know, I look at the NBA right now. The Washington Wizards are the number 8 seed. They should be higher than that, but they had injuries, kind of like the Minnesota Timberwolves. They should be higher than what they were, right? They're going against the number 1 seed, Toronto, and Toronto's good, better than I thought. I'll give you that. In my heart of hearts, I don't believe Toronto will beat Philadelphia, and I know they won't beat LeBron James if he can find a way to get to the next round against Toronto. I think LeBron will struggle more with Indiana than he does Toronto. DeMar DeRozan and Kyle Lowry don't want no parts of LeBron. Never have, never will. You know, I think in my heart of hearts, the Washington Wizards should look at this year and say, even though Toronto's number 1, if we can't beat them this year, when are we ever going to make a move? They should have beat Boston last year, right? They didn't get it done. Now you look up, and next year, Philly's only getting better, right? Boston, Kyrie and Gordon Hayward come back. You're not beating them next year. You couldn't beat them last year with an injured Isaiah Thomas. You're not beating them next year with Kyrie and Gordon Hayward in the lineup. Look around the East. Giannis is getting better. If I'm Washington, it's time to make a move this summer. I'm trading John Wall and or one of these guys, man. And you could switch it up a couple different ways. I'm trading John Wall for sure. I'm making a call to the Atlanta Hawks. And I'm saying, look, John Wall want to spend all his time in Atlanta anyway. Look, Atlanta, you can have him. Give us your top 3 pick, which we expect it to be that the Hawks will have this year. Y'all can have John Wall. If I'm Washington, I roll with Bradley Beal as my starting point guard. I know that might affect his game off the top, but I think in this league where shooters knock down shots and play point guard, when you got Dame and Steph, I think Bradley Beal is better suited to run point guard for this team. They liked him at point when Wall was out. And don't get me wrong, Wall can still stat stuff at point. But look at this team, man. They don't want to play for Wall. They don't think that's the way to win. You got to have a shooter at point in the NBA nowadays. I put Bradley Beal at point. I move Kelly Oubre into that starting lineup as my 1-2. If I'm not going out and getting another point guard, right? I'm gonna go draft me Aiden or Marvin Bagley, and I'm gonna run my offense through that big guy in Bradley Beal, and I'm gonna work and see what happens. You give Atlanta the star point guard that they want, so they can sell some tickets and be somewhat competitive for the next 3-4 years. John Wall's in the Atlanta market that he loves. He loves Atlanta. Loves it. Got friends in Ludacris. Some of his closest friends in the world live in Atlanta. If I'm Washington, I start this thing over, man. And that starts with getting rid of John Wall. And it's not an entire start over, but it's definitely getting rid of your star, the person who's supposed to lead you to the promised land. John Wall ain't getting no younger, and some of these other guys are not getting any younger either. It's time to I'm not going to say start over. I'll change that out to make a huge tweak.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty.